Southwestern Times newspaper and Russell Hall's Bunbury Mitsubishi. Welcome to Bunbury, celebrating 25 years of the Krikke Motorsport team involved in sprint car racing. Hi, welcome to the program. It's going to be an awesome night of racing action this year for the first time ever, a two-night race format. We've got the best drivers from right around the country. Sure, it's a great race. There's $20,000 to win thanks to the Southwestern Times and Bunbury Mitsubishi, but it's all about the boys. It's a special race. This race is all about high emotion, and check out the car that Ron Krikke is going to turn laps in tonight. There is more than 5,000 signatures on this car as part of a promotion in the lead up to this event this past week. More than 12 schools have been visited. As I said, 5,000 signatures. It's been at the Bunbury Cup, the horse race event during the week as well. The fans have certainly voted with their marking pens anyway, and we're expecting a big crowd here tonight at Bunbury City Speedway for the Krikke Boys Shootout. What makes the Krikke Boys Shootout an awesome show for the fans is the expression session, wheelies and donuts in sprint cars.
I only went out there to try wheelies, but the track was too wet. So I thought, well, I can't embarrass myself and do nothing. So I just had to go and started getting dizzy, so I thought I'd better stop. It'd rival any crowd anywhere in Australia, so yeah, good atmosphere.
Encouragement out there.
These donuts, mate. You got them, Krikke. You can't do a thing wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. We never really had a crack at that before, you know, on the track there. But yeah, someone just showed me on video then because I was in the worst spot. I couldn't see a thing. I was that dizzy. That's pretty cool.
The place was jumping tonight. It was awesome out there.
Oh, well, I wish we could race, you know, the crowds like that every week. It was sick. It was awesome.
It's appropriate here for the 2006 Krikke Boys Shootout that we have this car on the infield, of course, as we've touched on. It's the 25th anniversary of the Krikke family being involved in sprint car racing. Check out this car. It's the Bunbury Toyota 1985 Trussell car. The Ron Krikke won his first Australian Championship at Claremont Speedway, of course. Many people remember that race. Gary Rush had just passed Ron Krikke for the lead in his brand new Gambler car. Cut down a tyre, it was deflating, and that opened the door for Ron Krikke, a Bunbury local, of course, and co-promoter of the 2006 Krikke Boys Shootout, to take the win. I'm going to talk about some of the interesting things on this car, of course. The first thing we did touch on, and it just shows how far sprint car racing has gone in, well, the last 20 or so years. First thing is the weight of this car. This car would be at least 50% more weight than a current sprint car of today. The other thing to note is the engine configuration. This engine ran an iron block, iron cylinder head configuration, and certainly did not have the horsepower, and so it was a lot heavier than the high-tech engines you see in sprint car racing today. The other thing to touch on, of course, as well, is the shock absorber system and also the suspension. Most cars these days run an all-bar or all-torsion bar suspension system. This car was what they call a coilover car, quite popular in the mid-80s, certainly at Claremont Speedway. Of course, Ron Krikke was very dominant in this car, and it was ahead of most of its rivals at the time. But it's certainly great to have it here this weekend for the Krikke Boys Shootout. A bit of history, a bit of tradition. Of course, it's about the boys, but it's also about the Krikke family, the Krikke Motorsport team, and the success they've had on the racetrack. In 2006, it was Ian Dizzy Woods who was the best at expressing himself in a sprint car. And he's back for next weekend's Krikke Boys Shootout Expression Session.
got a little extra dust over the back there. I'd never really gassed up and done much of a burnout. They stood on it and it ran around that quick. I got to see nothing and get eaten dirt, and then all of a sudden I felt the thing rolling over on the left rear, and I thought I was going to flip, so I thought I'd better get out of the gas. I look like a dickhead on my side out here.
Hi everybody, welcome to Bunbury City Speedway for the Krikke Boys Shout. Of course, this track, Bunbury, is one of the biggest tracks in Australia. Its pole line length is actually 519.2 metres, if you can believe it. And the reason we know that's the distance, a lot of work has been done to the track in recent months. If we look behind me here, you can see now at Bunbury, we've got a curb installed. Just a standard curb line there to the racing surface. It's in the final throes of preparation for tonight's big racing action. The other thing you'll notice here is a asphalted area, at least 2 or 3 metres wide. Now that's going to serve 2 purposes. First of all, of course, it means that we can use this area to push off the sprint cars and the various speedway divisions that race here at Bunbury City Speedway. The other thing, of course, is we'll apply a light mist of water on this line. So what happens is if a car, a sprint car particularly, wants to run the very low groove or the inside run and wants to run on the infield, they're going to lose grip, they're going to lose traction. As you can imagine, a lot of work, a lot of preparation is put into putting something down like this. Of course, you can't just lay down a curb randomly or ad hoc. What you need to do actually is measure everything up, get it properly assessed and surveyed before you lay down the track. The important thing and the exciting thing for this venue, it serves as a good footprint for the future when we make further refinements and adjustments to this awesome Bunbury City Speedway Clayway. In addition to the sprint car fun and games, a steady stream of burnout cars carving up on the Bunbury City Speedway burnout pad is set to rip and roar in tyre-frying antics as well. After all, next weekend is the fun for everyone event.
You're watching Krikke Boys Preview.